Welcome, welcome. Hi. Today we are doing a podcast structure stream, and I would like to call it Chat with Chat. You get it? Because I'm chatting with chat, and you know how like podcasts usually have some kind of a title to it? The title is going to be Chat with Chat. Ooh. And for today's topic, it is, what is something that traumatized you? This is a heavy topic, but maybe if you share the story of your own, some people can relate, as well as you can get it off your chest and have someone listen to your story. But please, disclaimer, everyone be nice. Everyone comes from different backgrounds, situations, everyone grew up differently, so be open-minded to everyone's story. Yay! First person for Chat with Chat. And do you know the topic for today?
Yeah, I'm the one that came up with it.
Yeah, you were the one who gave me the idea. You were.
Yeah. Trauma
Mm-hmm.
or what traumatized me. Ooh, let's see. What caused Kuya to be this way? What happened? I'm trying to think.
Someone's like, is he actually Blasian? Oh yeah,
Yes,
you
I
should
am.
introduce yourself.
What's up, y'all? I'm Christian, like the religion, but I go by Kuya. I am Black, Filipino, and Thai. You know how we living. Um, what caused me to be this way? You know what? First heartbreak experience. I was like what? I was what, fifth grade probably. Uh, I ended up writing kind of like a love poem for my crush at the time. That went like completely way left to the point where like her parents ended up getting involved. I'm like, damn, what happened? All I did was just say I like you, essentially.
Mm.
Like nothing too, you know, nothing too graphic, nothing too sexual or whatever. But yeah, it got bad to the point where like her parents got involved, and that kind of caused almost like a family rivalry between my parents and her parents,
Oh shoot.
us, us and her kids. It was bad. It was really bad. And what should have just left it at that turned into a whole deal, like almost to the point where they were getting ready to like almost file a restraining order. And this was like what, like 5 years going on ever since that happened.
Oh my
I was like,
gosh.
it was bad.
Do you know
Like
why?
I just personally think she was racist or something. I don't know. I just personally think she was, but that's a different story for another day.
You
Um,
can elaborate if you want. This is part of your traumatized story.
I mean, I guess, but like basically, um, without casting like any aspersions on any type of ethnicity or religion. So this was just my personal experience. Not everybody shares the same beliefs. So let me just throw that out there.
Mm-hmm.
But obviously, I am a darker skinned Filipino, so I am Black, Filipino, and Thai. This girl was a white, redhead Jewish girl. So
So you think it's a race thing?
I maybe not her, but definitely her parents kind of instilled in her. So let me just, like I said, disclaimer: this is just my personal experience. Not everybody of this ethnic, gender, race, religion behaves this way. So I'm just throw it out there.
Yeah. Oh, 68 says East Asians and white don't like the Southeast Asians in my experience.
I mean, you know what? I'm not, from my personal experience. I mean, I get along with a lot of East Asians. Like a lot of my friends are Korean, Chinese, Japanese. Like a lot of them are the East Asian ethnic complexion. So,
Mm,
but but like I said, that's just personal experience.
that's
But
good to say though, because that means you don't think everyone is like a little that racist.
yeah,
Yeah.
like I said, I don't want to cast like any aspersions. Like, oh, this dude has a different way of thinking because of what happened to him. No,
Mm-hmm.
but actually, I'm from Chicago. I'm not Canadian. I am the land of the weird gun laws, but that's a different story.
I love how you're reading chat. You're making my
I
job
know.
so much easier.
All right, I'm gonna hop off. This is free content for you. No, nah.
I appreciate it.
But basically, like that. So the first incident happened. That was fifth grade, essentially. I thought I was done with it until what I want to say freshman year of high school. So from like fifth grade all the way to like grade nine.
Mm-hmm.
You know, we after that I didn't. So between that time period, I didn't really talk to her, didn't really acknowledge her, stuff like that. So grade nine comes around, and we're getting partnered up for a project. I kid you not. She goes up to the teacher and she says, "Yeah, I can't be partnered with him." Like I'm like, what? I'm like,
Wait,
the
so it's not
like
just her family then? It's her.
not anymore. It's
Okay.
her. Apparently it was her too. And here I am thinking like, dude, I thought we moved past. I was like, dude, that was fifth grade. I thought we moved past this shit. There's nothing anymore.
Mm-hmm.
So that happened, and then I want to say probably 2 maybe 3 days after, I get called down to the freaking like student counselor's office, and I had to literally have a talk with like I don't know, like one of the social workers and my guidance counselor. Like, so apparently we had a situation happen with you and another girl, and I'm like, are you kidding me?
That's
This?
not cool.
I'm like, dude, this again, bro. This was done. Like, I had no interaction with this girl since fifth grade, and then you're bringing it all the way back to grade nine. Like, bro, nothing happened. And then when I told my dad about it, I was like, he was legit gonna confront the mom about it. And when he did, she shrugged it off. She was like, "Is that a good idea? Do you really want to do this right now?" And I'm like, "Well, when's the best time?" What? And he was like, "Well, if that's the case, like, if you're not going to talk about it, then there's nothing to talk about because he didn't do anything wrong. You're holding on to something that shouldn't have
Mm-hmm.
been held on to." And he was talking to her. He's talking to her mom about it, and I'm just like, "Wow, okay then. If that's how she really is, then I'm just, we just cut all ties with this family and just say they're our enemy at this point."
Yeah, it doesn't sound like you did anything wrong. Why are they acting like this
I,
towards you?
I don't know. I'm telling you, I just think this family was racist. I personally think because I'm looking back at it now. Her core friend group, was really white and Jewish. Like I'm so serious. Like she barely had friends outside of her skin complexion. I'm just like, hmm.
Mm.
And I take that back. The one token Asian friend just because she was as smart as she was. But that's completely different.
Token Asian is crazy.
No, no. Okay, look. Without like I said, this just Chad. This is just my personal experience. Okay, so this is just. I'm not casting anything out there. I promise y'all. But like her core friend group was mostly white, redheaded, Jewish, and then she had the one Vietnamese friend who was probably as smart, if not smarter than her.
Mm-hmm.
And she was the one, and that's the one token Asian friend. Like seriously.
Yeah, we listen and we don't judge. I agree.
So basically, is like that went on, and here I am thinking, I'm 25 now. All that shit happened. All that shit happened when I was like 14, and between the ages of 14 and probably 18 years old.
Mm-hmm.
I should be like done with this or whatever, right? Fast forward, fast forward to like the last interaction I had with this family. I was like, okay, probably about like the year before the pandemic, so about 2019. I'm still in college. I'm like working odd jobs. I'm working at a McDonald's or whatever the case is, and I see her mom like pull up to the drive through. As soon as I see her, I get the dirtiest stares. Just ooh my god,
Wait,
you can cut this
when
person
was
with a knife.
this? When was this?
So this interaction was like back in like 2019,
Oh,
right?
wow.
So like I said, I'm doing odd jobs, putting myself to school, this and that. And I work at McDonald's for a little bit. She pulls up to the drive-through. I'll never forget the ugly face. I swear to you, I'll never forget it. And even with the shades, I recognized who it was instantly.
Hmm.
I kid you not. I literally told the people that work in the kitchen making her food, I'm like, bro, can y'all like spin her burger one time?
Oh, we listen and we don't judge.
I was like, bro, can y'all like spin her burger one time, like, and know and tell her it was for me. I don't care if I get fired. Tell her it was for me. It was
Oh
so
my
bad.
gosh. I mean, if they're
And
the real homies, they would have done it.
if oh shoot, I was hoping my homegirl at the time. I was hoping she would have done it. I was just like, damn, I got you, but bro, I was hoping she would have done it. We both
Hmm.
would have got fired if they did, but whatever. Um, but that was like my first like traumatic experience with like girls and all that stuff with women. Period. But that went on to the point where like it. You know what? It got. I don't want to take up too much time,
No, no,
but
you can
it
continue.
it got so bad to the point. So context: I'm the oldest of five,
Hmm.
right? So in my family, I'm the oldest of five, and my youngest siblings, my twin sisters, they are like 7 or 8 years younger than me, right?
Yeah.
But so at the time, my little sisters, they were like in like kindergarten, maybe first grade. This was already after everything that's happened between me and that girl and that family, essentially. We're talking years past years removed it. So my little brother, he goes to pick up my sisters from school, from kindergarten,
Hmm.
essentially. Her mom is one of the PTA parents. She works at that school.
Oh, shoot.
She basically prevented my brother from picking up my sisters from school. We had to legit call our dad to, who had to go. He was far away. Like he had to drop my mom off at work, like at somewhere like 20, 30 minutes away from the school. He legit had to drive back around on the highway just to pick up my sisters. She knew exactly who we were. The principal knew exactly who we were. We went that me and my siblings. We all went to the same school district for God knows how long. So first off, LS, watch your mouth. First off,
Ooh.
second, second of all, um, he was like, basically, the mom prevented my sisters from going home just because, quote unquote, my brother was not a legal guardian or could not pick them up. I'm like, you see us all the time. No one
Hmm.
else has a problem with it. The whole school knows who we are.
Yeah,
The
probably
all the
felt
teachers,
targeted.
all the teachers, all the faculty, hell, the janitors knew who we were. The bus drivers knew who we were. So they didn't see a problem with it. But then obviously she wants to be coy tall and just say, hey, you can't go with them because that's not your legal guardian. That's personal. That that's where the that's where battle lines were like actually drawn.
Hmm.
That that was like that got so bad to the point where like there was actually like I see red with that family. That every single one of them.
Yeah, they were out to get you.
I don't see like what for. We weren't even trying to compete with them. All I did was just tell a girl that I liked them or I liked her, whatever. That's all I did.
Yeah.
It wasn't like I was like sexually harassing her or trying to force myself onto her. No way.
Hmm.
But that was the first of I want to say two or three. No, two experiences. But yeah, you already know. I already told the other one like a long time ago. So
Yeah. That does sound very traumatizing. I'd be so
like,
confused, honestly.
I just think they was racist. I truly believe so because literally like if you bring first off you bring my little sisters into the fold, I don't care what you do. Like I don't care what you do to me. Like that was already dead and gone, dead in the past. But like you bring my sisters into the fold, yeah, that's how you know like the hate runs deep. Keep in mind, I have not had like when that happened with my sisters, there was no interaction with with that family whatsoever.
Mm.
With that family, there has not been one single interaction. But then all of a sudden, you want to bring up old shit. So, but ever since then, haven't really. I mean, I have no interaction with that family. I barely see them in the neighborhoods, and I'm okay with that.
Okay. Yeah. It's good that there's distance now because that whole story at the drive through and her giving you the nasty look, even though time has gone by, is kind of like, why are you still holding a grudge against someone you don't interact with? It's kind of weird.
That's what I'm saying. Like, bro, what the hell did I do to y'all? Like,
Yeah. Someone,
like what the hell did I do to y'all?
Sourburst is like, you should have told the mom that the ice cream machine was broken.
Oh, bro, I don't even know what she would. I don't even remember what she ordered. But all I know is that if she was ordering food, I would tell everybody to spin that hoe and tell them it's
Spit.
from me.
Yeah. Don't make people that are making your food upset. They have a lot more power than you think.
Absolutely agree 1000%. So more honestly, just like moral of the story: treat people with respect, please.
Exactly.
Otherwise, you have no idea what somebody's capable of, especially in
Yeah.
this day and age. Real talk.
Yeah, just treat everyone nicely. You don't know what everyone's going through, and everyone has their own problems that they have to deal with. And if you're just mean to someone for no reason, you're just adding on to their plate for no. Yeah, there's no good morale for that. Some people are like that. They live their lives are so boring and loveless that they thrive on hate and fueled by it. Yeah, I think they're jealous of you or had
What's
something
there to
out
be
for you, man. I don't know.
What's there to be jealous of? Was someone that was at that time was working in the drive-through. First off, okay, if I'm gonna be brutally honest here, first off, ain't nothing wrong with in the drive-through if that's an honest living. So
Yeah.
I'm not gonna say anything about that negatively, all right? Because I've been there. But my my thing is, now I'm gonna be honest. I wasn't the best student. I didn't fail. I did graduate, but I didn't graduate, you know, bottom or whatever. It's not like I failed classes or anything like that. But like her kid was way better than me than academically.
Hmm.
So like, but like I said, I wasn't trying to compete. I wasn't trying to compete with that. I'm just like, oh, okay, cool. You can study better than me. You pass more classes. All right, cool. That's you.
Yeah.
I'm not really concerned about it. But like, why? What's your hate towards me? The only logical thing I can think of is that you racist. Like literally, like that's it.
Yeah, but that's so much effort. Even if you're racist towards someone, that's just so much time and of your own effort
That's
to hate
just
someone and make them feel
that's just
miserable.
it's just negative energy. I'm just like, wow, okay, this shit was supposed to be dead and gone in friggin' 2015. How
Yeah.
you still holding on to this 4 years later?
Yeah. Yeah. Always avoid people like that. Don't waste precious time on people like them. So true. So true. Bayo said, that's why I make my own food except for pizza, because someone might spit in his food.
Me personally, like, because I've worked in like food industry, I've worked in like retail, and I'm like, especially if like I know like that side of it, I'm just like, that's why I have a little bit of kind of leeway. Like
Hmm.
I have a little bit more respect for those that work there or worked at those type of jobs because, like I said, I've been there, so I'm willing to like sympathize or empathize. Yeah, empathize is a better word with
Yeah.
like what the 8 hour shift is going to be like. So I get all of that.
Mm. Anything else you want to add to this traumatizing story, which is valid? I can understand why this is
I
traumatized you.
mean, I don't think like I don't think what should we call it? There's not many details to add other than that. Every time if they see me, it's just dirty looks after dirty looks. But like I said, I haven't seen that family since like 2019. I'm okay with that,
Hmm.
and I already told the other traumatizing story a long time ago. The girl that cheated with her ex, long distance relationship, all that stuff. I said that. I think I talked about that one last time, so
Yeah.
I'm not even gonna break out.
I mean, if we go through all the people, maybe you can share it again so that people who have like similar experiences or stories and didn't catch the first time you talked about it can like relate to you. But we'll go through everyone's stories first, and only if you want to
Oh yeah.
share.
Oh no, I got no problem. I got no problem sharing. I ain't got no problem sharing. But like I said, I'm pretty sure there's other people that want to get off their chest. So
Yeah. I hope that you enjoyed talking about this, like maybe getting this off your chest and other people also talking about it with you.
I'm gonna be brutally honest with you. I think that was I think this Loki was the first time I've ever brought this whole shit up. Like
Whoa.
I'm so serious. I've always talked about like the other one. But I've never really talked about this one. And it wasn't like it wasn't even like I was carrying some type of heavy weight or anything like that. It was just like I never really brought it up. To be honest with you, we always just kind of acknowledged that it happened, but like I never really like went into detail about like what really happened.
Well, I'm happy that you were comfortable sharing and that you got that off your chest, or, maybe other people can talk about it with you as well.
That's all good. So, I'm gonna let other people talk. So I'm gonna say is 4 letters, one word. Oh, you acknowledge me. Go ahead.
Thanks for sharing.
Yeah,
Thank you, Kuya.
yeah.
That was such a nice story. Well, I mean, it was traumatizing, but it was still a nice story.
All right.
Hello.
Hello, thanks for having me. I enjoy your streams. It's me, I love 68 plus one.
Oh, hello. How are
Yeah,
you?
I'm okay. How's your day been?
It's been good. I didn't expect so much troll, but I'm happy
Oh
to.
yeah, don't worry, I'm not a troll. I'm just here to share my story.
Okay, yeah. So, what is one thing that traumatized you that you want to share?
Well, I think you've heard of my story already, but I'll just repeat it because it's actually it's a little bit more complicated than that. Well, I'm traumatized about love and hair down there. My ex-GF of 3 years, we lived together. She chose to keep herself ungroomed down there, so instead of shaving, waxing every now and then, instead she agreed to go our separate ways. Now, I mean, 3 years down the line, down the drain, it's got to sting a little, you know? One time I even got her hair stuck between my teeth like floss. It just hurts because, for her, having her hoo-ha resemble Bigfoot is more important than our relationship. It's the concept of choosing like that over my preference and not trying to find a middle ground. No, that really cut me deep. You got to meet me halfway at least.
Right. You gotta
So
compromise.
yeah, we share life and home together, but I had to move out, get a new lease. We were even planning our marriage at City Hall soon, so it sucks to suck, but that's life. So my lesson is to bring up deal breakers early in the relationship, and you should find someone that's willing to compromise on issues. It's not just because there's hair down there. It's the whole concept of not meeting me halfway at least.
Yeah, that is very true. Like early on in a relationship, if you want it to last long term, you should talk about like deal breakers or things that are very important to you, and that was important to you.
Yeah, like having a kitty that looks like Bigfoot is not for me. No. So, so that's all. Have a great day. Thank you for listening. Yeah, that's all. Thank you. Bye now.
Thanks for sharing your story.
Have a great stream. Bye bye.
Bye. We listen and we don't judge. That was a deal breaker for 68. Understandable. It's just I'm not used to talking about this, so that's why I reacted that way, but I am not judging. Okay? I am not judging. I just didn't expect the transparency and honesty on this subject and topic. So, I was not judging, okay, chat? I was not. I was just not used to hearing about this. But thanks for sharing, 68. I appreciate it. Okay, so hello. You want to introduce yourself?
Oh, okay. Hello. I'm Boop.
Hi, Boop.
I'm a mod.
Yes, you are.
I'm a recycling bin. I identify as recycle bin.
Okay. Okay. Hello, recycle
Okay.
bin.
Thank you.
So the topic is, what is something that traumatized you? So if you would like to share, go ahead.
All right. I would love to share.
Okay.
So, it all started on a Tuesday.
Okay. Wait,
I don't remember which Tuesday,
I
but a Tuesday
was about to
in
ask.
the recent past. You know what? I can check the calendar actually.
Oh, wow. With the details and the receipts.
It was the 11th. This was like 2 weeks ago.
Oh, 2 weeks. Oh, this is recent. Okay.
This is very recent. So, I have this friend who's in a relationship,
Mm-hmm.
who was in a relationship,
Okay.
and it was a really toxic relationship. And I was friends with both the girl and the guy.
No. No.
Yes. I was. So, being me, trying to be nice, I was like, okay, I will pour out my heart and soul and help you guys with your stupid, toxic relationship.
Mm-hmm.
And I will give the guy advice because sometimes in relationships, both men and women can be stupid. But, in my opinion, men can be a little more stupid sometimes.
Okay.
So, basically what had happened is this couple is a part of a whole friend group in this group chat, and one day the guy starts going crazy and starts making a scene in the group chat, dragging everybody into this, and I'm like, what is going on? So I text both the girl and the guy, and I'm like, what happened? And then they explained to me that the guy, so in our friend group, there's also two other girls who the guy dated
Okay.
in the past.
Oh, wow.
And yeah, so basically, his girlfriend didn't know that they were his exes, and then someone let it slip that they were his exes, and she was like, what the hell?
Oh.
And then she was
wait, so
like,
he
oh,
dated
why
3 people?
didn't you tell me? And
Did-
he was like, oh, because sometimes it's better to not tell you things than to tell you.
Oh. How long were they dating for?
I don't know, like a month or something.
Okay, so it's
It
pretty
was
recent.
very on and off.
Okay.
So then obviously she gets upset because this guy just said it's better to keep secrets than to tell you things.
Oh,
And then
valid?
she told some of her friends because she was upset. And then one of her friends DM'd this guy and he was like, you're a terrible person, blah, 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 blah. And then he got mad.
Okay.
So then I'm like, buddy, I understand you're mad. Because what she did, it was kind of poopy sharing your relationship like that.
Mm-hmm.
But like, also stop dragging everybody into this and just talk about it with your girlfriend. Because communication is key.
Yeah. Not dragging everyone
So,
else.
yeah. So then I explained to him that girls do that sometimes. This is for reference. All the people in stream, girls will share things with their friends. It is inevitable. It's not great. It's not great. And we probably shouldn't. But it happens. We will share things with our friends. And our friends will most likely hate you if you do anything to hurt us.
Right. Yeah, you got her back.
So I explained to him I'm like, just talk to her. Be like, oh, I didn't like that you told your friend this. And he's like, fine, I'll go talk to her. I'm like, yes, good. Communication is key. He talks to her. He's like, I didn't like that. And she's like, I understand that. I will talk to my friend and tell him to like shut up.
Yeah.
And I will try to keep things to myself from now on. And all is well. I'm like, I'm so proud of you guys. You guys are doing great. And then she was like, I was just really upset because you said that it was better to not tell me things than to tell me things.
Mm-hmm. I understand, quote, quote. Yeah.
So then she's like, but I was just really upset. And he got mad. And he starts going off and saying like, I thought we had gotten past this, we had gotten over this, we had resolved this issue. And then I'm like, why is she bringing it up if you guys resolved it?
Right.
And then he was like, I don't know. She's just like holding things against me and blah, 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 blah. We resolved it. We had a solution. And I'm like, great. If you resolved it, what was the solution? And then he was like, I don't know because we had resolved it. I forgot. And I'm like, dude, you're running away from your problems. That's not resolving it.
Yeah, that's very mature of you.
Yes, thank you. Thank you. So then he was like, whatever, we resolved it, blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, yeah, sure, whatever you say. And then he started going off on me and he was like, you like my girlfriend, blah, 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 blah. And I was just like, dude, I'm straight. I don't want your girlfriend.
Yeah.
And he was like, you're always on her side and blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, bro, if I was on her side and only her side, I would have told her to break up with you long ago because you're really, really toxic.
Ooh.
And you take your anger out on her. He does take his anger out on her.
Ooh. Ooh.
He will like ignore her for hours because he's mad at someone else.
He kind of sounds like a red flag.
Yeah, that's what I said.
And also, he dated like 3 people in the friend group?
I'm pretty sure it was more than that.
Oh my gosh, why do they keep dating him?
I don't know. I don't know what girls see in him. He's like not great.
Yeah.
But I mean, like,
okay.
it's their choice.
True, true.
So then, wait, I have receipts.
Okay.
So he was just like bringing up stuff, and it got to the point where I was like, at this point, I don't care. Do what you want. You're just blaming me for your stupidity and idiocy. And then he started getting mad. He was like, you don't care about me, blah, 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 blah. And I was like, okay, whatever you say, buddy.
Is there a reason why he wants you to be on his side so bad?
I don't know, because we're friends.
I see.
Because I was friends with him first. And then I was
Oh.
like besties with her.
Okay.
And I was like, I'm going to steal your girl from you.
Yeah, but you also are, you see both sides and you think that she's more in the right and he's kind of doing dumb things.
I 100% think she's in the right because he said that he would rather keep things from her than tell her things.
Oh, that's not good. Why
Yeah.
are there things that you're trying to hide from her? That's not good for a relationship.
Yeah, so I'm fully on her side in this, but I'm like still trying to be nice and like be a good friend and give him the benefit of the doubt. But then I gave up and I was like, screw you, you're a terrible person. I don't care about what you do anymore.
That's good.
And then I blocked him. Oh yeah.
Oh, you
Sorry.
blocked him.
So I blocked him, and then his girlfriend was like, oh, he wants to like make up and like, you know, apologize and yada yada yada. And I'm like, oh, okay.
Apologize to
him
you
a
or to the
chance.
girl?
Yeah,
Oh.
to me.
Are you gonna accept his apology?
So, I unblocked him.
When was this?
It was like the same day.
Oh, okay. Wow.
Oh, wait. Oh, this entire conversation started on Friday and ended on Friday.
Wait, so you
It's just
blocked him on and unblocked him the same day?
Yeah, so it was like a few hours afterwards.
That was a very fast unblocking.
Yeah, so I unblocked him because I was like, oh, okay, I'll give him a second chance. Wait, sorry. I'm trying to look for the receipts.
Wait, Jojimbi says, I thought it started on Tuesday. Wait.
So, okay, so me helping started on a Tuesday.
Oh,
This
okay.
whole conversation happened on a Friday.
Okay, I get it. Very recent. That's why she got the
Where
receipts.
do these receipts start?
Is this trauma or venting? And then Kuya says
This is
both.
Drama. Wait, yeah, it's both. It's both.
Sorry, I shouldn't be laughing.
This is trauma because it ended with me so mentally and emotionally and mentally. Wait, I said mentally and physically like exhausted
Yeah.
that I ended up breaking down at a McDonald's.
Oh, boop.
It's really funny. I've been crying for the past 2 weeks.
Boop. Why didn't you tell me?
What do you mean?
I don't know. Tell me that you're at the McDonald's. I'll come to you.
Oh, I was with friends.
Oh, okay.
In fact, it was one of my friends who was the reason that I broke down. It's actually really funny. I'll get to that part.
Oh, okay. At least you have a good support system. That's good. But I'm only one call away. I'm only one call. Okay, sorry.
Did this start?
Are you still looking for receipts?
Yeah, I'm trying to look for the receipts.
Yeah, this sounds not fun to deal with, especially if you know both of them. Ugh. Exhausting.
Okay. So the last thing I said to this person was, you do a... Am I allowed to swear? No. You do a poop job at showing you care to the people you care about, but it's too late for me at least. I don't care what you do anymore. I'm over it. Go cry to someone else about your problems.
Yeah, go tell him.
And then I blocked him. And then his girlfriend was like, oh, he wants to like make up with you. And I was like, oh, okay. So then I unblocked him. And then he said, I'd say something, but I remember you say I don't care about anyone. So then I ignored him because I'm like, what am I supposed to say to that? And then he said, I guess I'll go. I don't know why you added me since you're not going to answer. And then I said, well, I was told you wanted to make up. But the first thing you said was literally a continuation of the conversation before. What did you expect me to say?
Yeah.
And then he said, I don't want to waste my time in my feelings and my caring on someone that will never acknowledge I care about them.
But you gave him a chance to apologize, but he ruined it.
Yeah, and then he like sent me a screenshot of what I said. Like the last thing I said to him, and he was like, this is the last thing you said to me. And then I said, I know, I still have the chat history too. And then he said, what do you want? I don't care, remember, according to you. And then I said, because the way you were acting, it seemed like you didn't care. And then he said, I'll let you think I don't care. Not going to waste my entire life bending over backwards to show you like here if I care, if you can't see I do. What? Also, his grammar's not very good.
Ah.
I don't understand why it's not very good, but it's not very good. I think he just said that he's not going to waste his time bending over backwards for people who don't care about him.
Oh, that sucks. You guys were friends too.
And then he said, oh, no, I was going to make a joke about that. Okay, no. So then I said, screw you. I was the one helping you, and all you did was shove it back in my face like it was nothing. Then I unblock you wanting to make things right, and all you do is come back at me and start bashing me again. And then he said, it didn't feel like that because all I see is her, 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 her. And then he's like, do you know how it feels to bend over backwards doing everything you can to not only tell people how much you care about them, that show them how much you care about them and they still don't acknowledge or see it and still say you don't. And then I said, I've been the one bending over backwards. And then he said, no, me. Okay, I knew you wouldn't believe me, so that calls for extreme.
This is
And
getting,
I said,
it's getting worse and worse.
I was trying to help you like a good friend, and all you do is complain. I'm taking out the colorful language, by the way.
Okay, thank you.
And then he said, well, you weren't helping because all you were doing was putting me constantly down and sticking up for everything she does. And then I said, get a grip. All I've been doing is helping. And then he said, yeah, helping her and only her. Her side, her side, her side. You even said you didn't care about me, so that's even more proof. And then I said, because you were being a butthole. You were being a butthole to me and to her. What do you expect me to do? Praise your toxic behavior? And then he said, my toxic behavior? Really? I'm not being toxic and defending myself. I said, if I was only on her side, I wouldn't have explained to her how you getting upset was valid. I would have told her to break up with you. And then in response to me saying he was being a butthole, he said, because you were too, spelled TWO.
I love the specifics. Thank you.
Yes. And then the last thing I said to him before blocking him was, you're a poop friend and a poop boyfriend. And then I blocked him.
Wow. Yeah,
And
Jojo
then-
says, tell Boop to cut him out and cut the rope and
I
burn the
did
bridge.
cut him out.
Okay.
I blocked him, cut him out of my life. But I was telling my friends about this at a McDonald's late one night because I was not okay and they could all tell.
Yeah.
And then I was eating half of an apple pie from McDonald's. You know how they're in like a little box?
Yeah.
So I was shaking that box to try to get that half of the apple pie out, like super slowly.
Yep.
And then my friend looked at me and he was like, you know, you can close the box and flip it upside down and open it to get the apple pie out easier. And then I looked at him and I said, does it look like I need your help right now? No, I don't. And then I started crying.
Oh, no.
But then I stopped crying and it was okay. And then I got into the car and I was starting to drive home. And then I started crying again. And then I had to call my friend just in case I crashed so she could call 911.
Oh, gosh.
Because I couldn't see the road.
Because you were crying.
Yes.
Oh. That's not.
And then I've been crying for the last 2 weeks ever since. The end.
Boop. Oh. Are you doing anything tonight?
Yeah, I'm building Lego.
At your house?
Yes.
Okay. All right. What time do you sleep?
Yes.
Okay. I'll text you. All right. Oh, I'm so sorry that happened to you. And it's also so recent.
It's like kind of funny now. I just make jokes about it while I cry.
Are you feeling better though? Like, do you feel like after 2 weeks of it happening, you're feeling a little better?
Nope. In fact, my mother came home and she made it worse.
Oh.
So it's pretty funny.
Are you sure it's funny?
Yes.
Or is that your way of coping?
That's my way of coping.
Okay.
But like, you know, Asian mothers and like depression isn't real. Yes.
Emotional damage.
背后的
Actually, no. My mom just thinks I'm depressed and not exhausted.
Mm.
So that's my story. The end.
Thanks for sharing. Aw, Boop. You're not feeling any
No
better?
problem. No, what?
Oh, you're not feeling any better? Is there a
I
way?
have no idea.
Is there a way to make you feel better? Like, do you? So you cut him out of your life. Would you ever bring him back into your life? Like, if he apologizes or
Nope.
it's already done? No.
I had a panic attack every single time I got a notification from him.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's not good.
Yeah, so he can go. I don't know if there's anything I can say that is stream friendly.
Yes, we get it. we get the vibe.
He can go away forever.
Yeah. Friendship breakup can take a long time to get over. Oh yeah, for sure.
Oh, I'm already over it.
You're still friends with the girl, right?
Yeah, she's great. She's dating one of my friends now.
Oh, okay, awesome.
They're a very cute couple.
Okay.
And I introduced them.
What a great friend. Wait, so all of this happened
know,
within
right?
2 weeks?
Yeah.
Like she broke up with him and then she got another. She's dating now?
Yeah, so the friend was also there helping out.
Mm.
So I guess they got closer.
Nice.
So if anyone's trying to steal her from the guy, it's my friend.
Mm. I see.
And it worked. And I'm so proud that it worked.
Nice. I mean, it's also because you helped. Like you knew them and then you put them together and now they're dating. So at least you got something out of all of this bad
She's
event.
very happy now.
That's good.
She said that she's never been this happy with the other guy. Or she's never been happy with a guy.
Woo! Let's go. Veho, do you have
So
like
it's
a thing for this?
cute.
Woo!
Yeah. A little cheer.
No, he only has emotion. Oh,
Oh,
nice. Nice. I'm actually dying with Veho's thing.
Nice.
all right.
Thank you
That's
for
it.
sharing, Boop.
Thank you. Thank you.
I will message you soon. But
Okay.
thanks for sharing. Sorry that happened to you. Okay. Oh, all right. She's like self left. Thank you, Boop.
Hmm?
Hello, Captain Greg.
What?
Oh, did you just wake up?
What's going on? What's Oh, is this Seli?
Yeah.
No way! Seli, what's going on?
Wait, I'm so confused.
What is going on, Seli?
It's good. It's going. Going.
What are you doing here today?
I'm interviewing chat.
Oh,
You need
interviewing
to open
chat.
your
How's that
webcam.
going?
You need to open your webcam.
Sorry. Wait, what?
My webcam?
What is happening?
I don't have
Yes,
webcam
yours, Greg.
permissions.
Oh, here, I'll give you a video on. You have a
That
web.
just ruined. That just ruined it, Jinkin. I'm crying right now.
Ruined what?
I'm
You
crying.
messed it up.
I'm crying right now.
I'm so confused.
I'm crying right now. This was never
Whoa!
even seen. It wasn't even seen. We had this entire thing planned out, and my camera wasn't even on the entire time.
That looks so cool.
Oh goodness gracious! I thought the camera was on that whole time.
Whoa!
Anyways, how's it going?
It's going good. What? That's such a cool avatar.
You know the terminology. Okay, I'm impressed.
Whoa! Look at you.
This is actually the first time I've worn any of this in like 6 months. I never play anymore.
Wait. Oh, what is this? VR? Is that what it's called?
This game is called VR Chat. But yes.
Okay, my mind is blown. This is so updated. What?
This is so. It usually does surprise people. It's been this way for like almost a decade. It's gotten better and better and better, but it's been about the same the last 4 years. It's how it's been looking.
This is so cool.
Because my full body tracking, I bought this back in 2021. I still
Yeah.
got the same stuff. I haven't upgraded any.
Oh, I see. Has your avatar always looked like that?
No, this is a newer one. I got back in July last year. Yeah.
Wait, how are you? What is how? Whoa, this is so. So, what do you see on your screen then?
I see the game.
Oh, and then am I like a TV?
You're the camera.
I'm the camera. Whoa.
Yes, you're the camera right here, floating in the world, so I can just snatch you up at any time.
Oh my gosh, this is so cool. Okay, sorry. Anyways, back on topic. Hello, do you
Okay.
want to introduce yourself?
Hello, my name's Greg. I am Greg. I'm wittily hating the gwitty.
Wow.
I'm Greg. Hi.
Hi. So the topic of today is what's something that traumatized you? Do you want to share your story?
Yes. 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 So do I have a story to tell? Well, it could be a really long story, but to make a long story short, my ex-wife left me. We were married for 7 years. Actually, you know what? I'll make it a long story. Why
Yeah,
not?
your choice.
So we got married August 2015, and we were married for 7 years. Honestly, got blindsided by it, just truth be told. I mean, we had fights. Who doesn't fight as a couple, right?
Yep.
Over the course of 7 years, I can hear you, dog. We worked things out. And honestly, for the last year of the marriage, for me, was the best year of the marriage because we had, over the course of, over half a decade, worked so many things out together and grown close together. I thought things were going pretty well. I thought wrong because it was July 25th, 2022.
Mm-hmm.
It was a Monday. I know it was a Monday because my ex-wife, she didn't work Monday. She's off Monday. So I got out of bed. I let the dogs outside, came inside, brushed teeth, got dressed, packed my lunch, all that jazz. Brought the dogs back inside. They got in bed with her, kissed her goodbye. I went to worked that day, got off at 5, drove home, got home. House is emptied. I haven't seen my ex-wife since.
Did she leave?
Yeah. When I was at work, my in-laws, her parents came over. They emptied out the house, blocked on all social media, everything, numbers, no word, never seen her again. 2 weeks later, petition divorce came in the mail from an attorney she was using in a different town. But no, yeah, she just dipped and filed for divorce.
Did she not give
And
you
now I
any
live
signs?
alone. Oh, I had no idea. Like I said, completely blindsided. Like it was just a regular Monday morning. I went to work and I came home and the house is emptied out.
That was 7 years because you said 2015 and then 2022.
Yep, 7 years.
Just blindsided. No idea.
Yep.
No hints. Oh my gosh. What?
Yep. So, you heard it here first, chat. Don't trust women.
Wait, I'm a woman. Wow.
Oh, true story. I've been living alone ever since. Almost said single ever since. But as you know, I met a girl in Thailand back in December, and then last month I went to Vietnam and met all of her family.
Nice.
We're not dating no more, though.
Oh, why? What happened?
We broke up about a month after I got back. Well, it was like 3 weeks after I got back from Vietnam. It's been, I think it'll be 3 weeks this Tuesday. This coming up Tuesday will be 3 weeks since we did break up. I think I got the dates right.
From the Thailand.
So now I'm planning my next trip. I'm not quite sure where I'm going to go, though. I really want to go back to Japan,
Ooh.
but I haven't been to China yet.
Nice.
But that's my trauma dump story.
That was
Yeah,
very.
folks, you can dedicate your entire life, your entire 20s to one person. It don't matter. Another Prince Charming's just gonna come walking along sooner or later, you know.
Wait, so you think she left because she found someone else?
Well, I didn't know this until a year later, but
Wow.
only a year after the divorce. She was already remarried, living in a different state.
Oh. Oh.
I know, right? I know, right?
Huh.
I know, right?
How, I mean, not that this has anything to do with it. I'm just curious. Like, how often did you guys see each other when after getting married? Like every day?
Well, yeah, we lived together for 7 years.
I
Never
know,
spent a day apart.
but were you guys
Every
busy
day.
with other stuff?
Yeah, we both work full-time jobs. What two adults don't, but we still saw each other every day. You know, we slept, you know, shared the same bed every night for 7 years. Can I click this, please? It's not working.
We see a side version of you from afar. Thank you, Captain Greg.
Bye, guys. What?
But what is happening? Okay, so the next person should be Sir Gideon, and I think we're just gonna end off with Sir Gideon's story. Oh, hello, Sir Gideon.
One moment.
Yep, no worries. Take your time. I want them. You can get them on Amazon, I believe. Yeah, should be available on Amazon. I like the background. Is that Barbie in The Princess?
I just picked it off Discord.
Ah,
Because our room is like unpainted. It's like
I
half painted. Looks terrible.
I see. How much? I actually don't know. I put it on my wish list. I forgot how much it was, but if you just check online, I think this bear's still available. Yeah, just search up like giant white bear. I love the fit though. Looking
Thank
snazzy.
you. I was supposed to wear red, but Amazon postponed the delivery till tomorrow.
Oh, it's okay. We're gonna do more
Yeah, it's
interviewer
okay.
chat,
Yeah.
so you can show it next week.
Yeah. Alright.
All right.
It's not going down from red. It's based on Discord server, so hopefully chat can hear me.
It should be fine. Chat, you can hear him, right? Should be fine. Yeah, but do you want to introduce yourself?
Yeah. Pretty much I'm Sir Gideon. People call me by my real name, which is Tyrell, or my old Twitch username, which is Crossy Road. Crossy Road is mainly because I play Crossy Road a lot in arcades like Round 1. I kinda am the reason why I always get kicked out of arcades, due to the fact in some arcades, talking about Dave and Buster's specifically, um, at Dave and Buster's you can actually order stuff off their menu by playing games.
Oh,
And if you get enough tickets, you can exchange those for menu items.
that's good to know.
That's why in my lifetime I've been to like 7 different Dave & Buster's.
Wow.
Because I have a portfolio of me being buried in tickets because of Crossy Road. But yeah, that's pretty much me. But ever since they rigged Crossy Road to the ground, I can no longer play it.
Ah, I see. Well, thanks for
For those
introducing
that don't
yourself.
know who Crossy Road is, it's a game where you play as a chicken and you avoid all the bad California drivers that are trying to kill you. But, well, kind of. Yeah.
That's such a funny way to explain it. Okay.
I mean, California is known for bad drivers, so.
Mhm.
Okay.
Well, do you want to share your story?
Yeah. Yes. So, I'll let chat choose. The time I almost got kidnapped at a rave, or the time I lost a good portion of my vision. Like, it's bad. Okay, it's bad already enough to where I'm like seeing things blurry, but the rave one is probably worse because it was taking place during an Uber after the Rave Millennium trilogy.
Oh my.
So
All
I'll let
right.
chat choose.
Yeah, chat. You can
But then
choose
again,
between the two stories. So the first story is how he almost got kidnapped, and then the second one is about his vision. So, anyone have a preference? I personally think the first one sounds interesting. I heard California, so I'm here. Welcome, Emo. Thanks for the follow. Welcome to Karseli Kingdom. Blurry. First story? Okay. Kidnap story, let's go.
all right, first one. Yeah. Okay. So, Sally, are you aware of Millennium or any form of EDM music?
Yes, I am.
Okay. So you know how Millennium usually does a trilogy. Typically, it started a couple years ago where he would play um songs from his albums, his three old albums. I forgot what they're called, but I barely started listening to them this last year. Are you aware of them? Why no?
I know the very popular songs by Millennium, but I don't know them that well.
Okay. So this is my first ever Millennium trilogy. I pretty much how I got there was I kind of told my work that I needed to leave for something very important. This was the important activity. I kind of regret it because that day was a very entertaining day, but I kind of got peer pressured to go.
Okay.
Alright. Now, when I went to the venue, normally you just wait in line and then they scan you and they just check if you have any bad belongings on you, right?
Yep.
Because typical stuff. Alright. I go in, and the moment I go in, there are these two guys at the corner. These two guys seemed okay so far, but then when I went to the restroom, those two guys went to the bathroom with me, and they asked what kind of ticket do I have. So if you ever use Ticketmaster, you know that certain tickets will have a barcode.
Right.
That barcode will always be moving back and forth to differentiate between a barcode and the screenshot.
Mm-hmm.
So that's how they determine if your ticket is authentic or not. These two guys pretty much threatened me to the point where they wanted me to give them my ticket,
In the
which
washroom?
is yes,
Okay.
which is I kind of want to do it, but then again, because I'm like, you know what? It's just my account. What are they gonna do about it? So I pretty much gave them my info and then my login, because they can just use my login and then they can just scan and they can just show my ticket.
Mm-hmm.
Because if they were to take a picture of my phone, that won't do anything because the guards won't let them in.
Okay, so wait, all
So
of this happened in the washroom? Like, were they threatening you? Did they have a weapon? Like,
yes, no, they didn't have a weapon. I don't think they did, but I'm pretty sure they didn't.
okay, like, were they gonna hit you? Like, what was
I
happening?
was originally gonna meet up with Twitch streamers.
Oh,
It's from another community. I went there just so I can meet a Twitch streamer I watch regularly at the time.
okay.
So I gave her my ticket. They're like, okay, cool. I escaped, and then I enjoyed the rave. I kind of lost my voice during that time.
Mm-hmm.
Classic rave moment. Now, after the rave was over, it started pouring rain. So I went to In-N-Out. I felt very bad for In-N-Out because that line was literally outside the door, and people were lining up outside in the rain.
Mm-hmm.
After I got In-N-Out and ate my dinner, I called my Uber. Now, normally, if you take Uber before, you guys know that during very busy times, Uber will jack up the price to like oblivion.
Oh yeah, it gets so expensive.
Yes. My Uber ride back home was $140.
Oh my gosh.
Okay. So it was either one, I just wait in the rain under the awning and then wait for the hype to die down, or two, I just call one right away. So for me, I kind of just waited until it out until they closed, which was one. And at one, I called my Uber.
Hmm.
Here is the crazy part. When I called my Uber, this lady picked me up. When this lady picked me up, it was an Uber X share ride. So that means I can share the ride with multiple other people.
Okay.
When this lady picked me up, we headed to our first stop, which was at this private community. At the private community, there was a bunch of these people waiting outside the gate. Here is the crazy part. The two people that were in the bathroom with me were part of my Uber ride.
Oh.
And Uber X Share won't allow you to go inside the Uber if it's a share ride with more than one person. You have to get Uber X.
Hmm.
These guys just insisted their way and then started threatening the driver.
Wait.
So instead, I was in the corner of the car, just squashed against the side, and I was hesitating to call Uber support at that point. I have video footage of it as well.
Oh.
I'll show you in a second.
Okay. Wait, so what? Wait, they got into the Uber and then was
Yeah.
squishing you?
Yes. So it was just a small car. You know how typically cars have like three in the back seat and the one in the front seat?
Yes.
Yes. This car, it was four in the back seat, one in the front.
Oh. I see. That okay. What are the coincidences of them getting into the same Uber as you?
I have no clue. And then, so this was kind of on my fault, and I hate myself deeply for this. Because the lady asked me if I wanted to take this ride. Because I told her that Uber X Share is only for one person.
Hmm.
And I'm not going to ride with me being squashed in the back because that's not ideal. But at the time, it was raining, and the guys didn't hurt me, so I'm like, you know what? We'll just go ahead and go.
Okay.
So illegally, because there's two people not wearing their seatbelts. Illegally, we all got squashed in the car, and we're on our way back home.
Yeah.
During our ride back home, when we dropped off the guys, I thought we were in trouble because their stops were first, and the first pit stop was at a back alley.
Oh.
It was very dark.
Oh no.
Luckily for me, nothing really happened because the guys, they just went out of the car and left.
Okay.
I'm not sure what they were doing, but my Uber driver at the time like parked outside and she wanted to cancel the ride because she felt very unsafe.
Unfair or uncomfortable?
Unsafe.
Oh,
Like
unsafe.
she parked like outside, like near the nearest convenience store,
Yeah.
and then she just sat there for a bit to take a breather.
Oh, I see. So, where does the kidnapping come for this story?
The kidnapping.
Wait, I thought.
So I thought that those guys were the kidnapping.
Oh, you thought they were gonna kidnap you?
Yes, because back alley, dark, 2 in the morning, all
Getting
yeah.
into the same Uber, and they also stole your Ticketmaster stuff in the beginning.
But luckily, I went home safe. That lady was thankful that I didn't do anything bad. So, um, still gave her a 5-star rating because why not? I
Yeah.
mean, it helps Uber drivers in general.
Yeah. That sounded really sketchy and scary. I hope she's
It was
okay.
sketchy. She is okay. She
Huh.
also had a very, very nice car too, because her car was beyond extra.
Mm-hmm.
The way she decorated her car was she had Christmas lights all over it.
Oh, Christmas lights. Okay. It's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Oh, that does sound
Now,
traumatizing.
yeah. I'll go ahead and share the other story. So you know how I said a couple weeks ago that I was gonna get laid off?
Yep.
Yeah. So during the layoff period, this is a hard time too because I still visit my work to this day and check on how they're doing because I'm allowed to do that technically.
Okay.
I simply need a guest pass. So this last week, Seli, how often do you bake with steam?
Hello?
Seli,
Yeah, what?
how often do you bake with steam?
What are you saying? Hop into Steam?
Oh, am I lagging out?
No, wait, what? I can't make up of what you're trying to say.
Sir Gideon said bakes.
How often do you bake with
Oh,
steam?
how often do I bake with Steam?
Yes,
With Steam.
yes. If you know what that means.
No, I don't know what that means.
So ovens have a function where you can set the oven to steam for a set amount of time.
You can do that?
Yes.
Yeah, I don't do that.
Okay. So the steamer on our oven, it's called a rack oven. It's one of those ovens where you see. I'm not sure if you watch baking shows where they put a giant rack into the oven. Seen any of those before? No.
I don't watch
If it helps,
baking.
I know what you're talking
I
about.
don't watch baking
Yeah.
shows.
Okay. Okay. So the steam pretty much malfunctioned. To keep it simple, the steam pretty much malfunctioned, and the steam went into my eye.
Oh. Wait, but the oven is closed. How did that happen?
No, it wasn't.
Oh, you open the oven while you steam?
No. So I shut the oven door. However, the oven door wasn't shut all the way, even though I heard the click. So therefore, the steam was shooting out through the little crevices.
Okay, and then it hit you in the eye.
Yep, and my vision's bad.
Oh, did you get it checked?
No.
Oh, when was
That's
this?
the crazy part.
When was this?
This was like 3 weeks ago.
You should probably get your eyes checked.
Honestly, I kind of hesitated on it because I was like, I'm fine. But then again, I'm like,
You said your vision
I
is
think I'm
bad.
fine. Yes, vision's bad, but I can still see.
You should get that checked, Sir Gideon.
Like right now, if I were to look at your stream, you know how you have the chat box on your stream?
Yes.
I need to like lean forward to see it. I can't just lean back anymore.
And your eyes were not like that before?
Nope, I had 20/20 vision.
You should get that checked. For sure.
It's okay.
If you prolong it and it gets worse, I don't know if it's going to be okay.
I feel like eye damage is really permanent anyway, isn't it?
Sorry?
Isn't eye damage really permanent? You can't really reverse the effects of something.
Oh, well, I don't know about that. At least Google stuff. Did you try to research what happened to your eye?
I did.
Okay.
I did. You probably can't see it because they get close, but if you look closely into my eye, the right side is like red.
Oh. I see. No.
Yeah. So, vision's gone. Well, not really gone. I still can
Yeah. Oh gosh. I hope it gets better. That's not good. You said you had 20/20 vision. Now it's not that good.
It's not good anymore. Like I
I
really miss being able to see things clearly. Because YouTube videos for me, if I watch it in 4K, it looks like it's in 720.
at least get it checked up or something. Are you scared of the doctors? Like, do you usually not go to the doctors?
I haven't been to a doctor in like years. Actually, I lied. I haven't been to a doctor unless I need to get a refill on my inhaler.
Oh,
That's
actually,
it.
wait. Why am I saying doctor? What about optometrists? Maybe the places that are known for checking up on eyes will help.
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and say this. I don't trust any of the optometrists in my area.
Oh. Hmm.
Like, cause I googled it. I don't know. Something tells me it's fishy if I'm reading reviews and the most recent reviews are negative. However, the ones from years ago are positive. That just scares me.
I see. Yeah, okay. Well, you decide what you should do, but I'm thinking you should check up on your eye. That's not normal.
It's not normal, but if it gets worse, then obviously I'll go. But for now, it's just
Right. Right. Okay, well, thanks for sharing both your stories. The kidnapping one sounds awful, especially after you did the whole rave thing and then you just wanted to get home. Thanks for sharing, though.
hmm
Thank you so much for everyone that participated in this beautiful interviewing with Chat, which I would like to call Chat with Chat. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed the stream, and as always, KK, I'll see you next time. Peace.